and we're going to move over to New Age Metals, which has palladium and lithium assets in Canada. We are going to have a talk here from Harry Barr. He is president and CEO. Let me tell you a little bit about Harry. He has over 35 years of experience in the mining industry, managing public companies. He's built exploration and development mineral projects in 9 different countries on 3 continents. And as a CEO, he's guided his management teams to complete over 43 option joint venture agreements with major mining companies and over 300 with mid-tier and junior mining companies. Very successful career here. He's well known to many of the people in the industry. And let's check in. This is a pre-recorded talk from Harry.
Okay, Anthony, just let me know when I start it up again now.
Okay, we're still not seeing anything. Here we go. Okay, but we're...
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Harry Barr. I am chairman and CEO of New Age Metals. This is our disclaimer. So why would you invest in New Age Metals? First of all, we're a diversified green commodity portfolio with both platinum group metals and lithium. We own 100% of a multi-million ounce district scale North American palladium asset we're going to tell you about. It's our flagship project is only 100 kilometers northeast of Sudbury, where they have a metallurgical complex where major facilities are available and they can take our River Valley concentrates. We're currently completing a pre-feasibility study that is expected to be done by the end of October this year and should have an announcement shortly thereafter. We also have a partnership with the top 5 global lithium producer and a budget this year of $1.8 million. We have excellent exploration upside across all of our company project portfolio, a veteran board of directors and technical team, and we believe our company's price to net asset value presents a very enticing entry point for new investors. Platinum Group Metal Division, our main project is the River Valley Palladium Project. That's the one we're doing the pre-feasibility study on. We also have a very interesting drill-ready copper, nickel, and PGM project called Genesis in Alaska that's road accessible. And we have 11 projects in our lithium division. Our capital structure is about 222 million shares issued and outstanding. Fully diluted, we're about 264 million. Eric Sprott is our biggest shareholder at 24.5%. Management has about 6% of the company. And we have 3,000 to 4,000 shareholders. Cash position at the end of August was 6.3 million and market cap is just under $17 million. So this is a quick look at the northern part of our palladium project, about 16 kilometers of mineralization. To the left of the truck that you see in this top picture, about 3 city blocks is a paved road that 100 kilometers later takes you right into Sudbury. That's important, Sudbury, to us because the only producer of platinum group metals has successfully shipped its concentrates over 20-some years, over 800 kilometers to Sudbury. We're only 100 kilometers away. And Sudbury also gives a junior mining company everything from drilling companies, metallurgical companies, engineering, and a lot more. That's a look at where Sudbury sits and where our property sits. Again, all paved roads right to the River Valley project and basically bush all around us. So a good place for a junior company to have a major project. So in the past, we've completed about 733 holes. Our mineral resource is 2.2 million ounces of palladium, platinum, and gold. And then we have 1.7 million ounces in inferred. Currently doing a pre-feasibility study. We also have rhodium on the project, and we're doing a rhodium evaluation to determine potential payability of that. And we're actually even drilling on the project. Lots of exploration upside, only about 60% of the 16 kilometers has been drilled to date. About 40% is open, although we've got drill holes in there indicating that there is a lot more to be done in drilling. We also have several new targets in the northern portion of the property, of which we're drilling on one of them as we speak. So our go-forward plan is to complete the pre-feasibility study by the end of October, continue our consultations and engagements with the local communities. We will then be doing some more induced polarization geophysical surveys, and we're currently doing some exploration drilling, and then follow up on the pre-feasibility recommendations and work towards permitting and feasibility. Our lithium division, this is a picture of some spodumene in our Lithium 1 project. We are currently the largest landholder in the Winnipeg pegmatite field. We are about 120 to 160 kilometers northeast and west of Winnipeg, a great area. The Tanko mine in the middle of this picture is the only producer of lithium in Canada at this point. We just had a property visit last week, mine tour, and everything in yellow are the new acquisitions we just announced a couple of weeks ago, and everything in red is what we've had over the last couple of years. We're currently drilling on the Lithium 1 project. We'll most likely have a second drill program in Lithium 2, and our budget for this year is about 1.8 million. Today, we announced a final agreement with Mineral Resources Limited. They're one of the 5th largest producers of lithium in the world, where they would spend $4 million in 42 months to earn 51% and pay us $400,000 in cash. They can eventually get to 75% by spending a lot more money and taking at least one of the projects to a final construction decision. We act as a field manager and return receive a fee. So going forward, we have a couple drill programs this year. We're following up and doing a lot of field reconnaissance on ground proofing, trying to find new targets in our projects based on the geophysical targets that were generated in 2001. We continue to expand our land position in this area. As I said, our budget is $1.8 million. So we are a diversified green metals company with a PGM and lithium division, 100% ownership of multi-million ounce district scale North American palladium asset, one of the few assets like of its kind in North America. Excellent location, 100 kilometers east of Sudbury, where we could ship our concentrates. Completing a pre-feasibility study, we're expected to have that out at the end of October. Current partnership with one of the 5th largest producers of lithium in the world, and our lithium division is fully funded, and this year's budget's 1.8 million. Excellent exploration upside across all our company project portfolio. A veteran board of directors and technical team. We believe our company's price to net asset value presents a very enticing entry point for new investors. Thank you.
Excellent stuff. Great. And I think now we're going to be joined by Farid Mammadov. He is marketing and communications for New Age Metals. Farid, are you here with us?
Hi, Anthony.
Great to see you. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're happy to have you. How are things on your end, and where are you joining us from?
Good. I'm joining you from New Age Metals field office in Rockport, Ontario.
Excellent. Right out in the fields. We like that. All right, let's dive into this. Let's go a little bit further into it. Harry mentions Eric Sprott's significant equity holdings in the company. What does that mean for the company? How has it helped, if it has in any way?
Yeah, Mr. Sprott came in. He became a control person of the company at March 2021. Mr. Sprott currently owns 24.5% of the company. And, being a successful billionaire resource investor, he attracts a number of audience investors with him. So I think it's been really helpful for the company. Mr. Sprott's involvement undoubtedly may help us with additional capital development for the company.
Excellent. Farid, yesterday on this show, we had some conversations around palladium. We had Dr. Aaron Babicki. It was through the hydrogen lens we were looking at palladium. But I think it'd be good to pick it up today a little bit as well. What's your macro view here? If we're moving away from internal combustion engines, although that even is debatable, that would kind of say catalytic converters, which is one of the biggest consumers of palladium would no longer really be a factor. So what's your long-term outlook for palladium demand?
Yeah, we've been certainly keeping an eye on palladium demand and what it means in a world with less internal combustion engines. And what we found is that a lot of consumers are looking at hybrid cars. Hybrid cars are very attractive. It eliminates range anxiety. And I read a statistic the other day that from the demand for hybrid cars is set to double from 2020 for 2028. Hybrid cars require more PGMs than traditional cars. It's something that not a lot of people know about. But due to the fact that the engine shuts off and turns back on a lot more times than traditional cars, they require a higher loading of PGM, so palladium and platinum. But we've also been, taking into consideration that due to more stringent environmental standards with global governments, the required loadings for PGMs, which filter out all the harmful emissions in the traditional cars, are increasing about every 2 years. So essentially, the demand for platinum and palladium is increasing while auto manufacturers are producing traditional cars. But what's even more exciting for the long term is the developments in the hydrogen economy. So the hydrogen space has been advancing. We keep seeing new advancements and new investments in the space, and there are currently about 680 large projects in the hydrogen space, totaling to about $240 billion of potential investments. And out of the $240 billion, $22 billion at the final investment decision, which kind of signifies to us that the hydrogen economy is a potential viable option for the energy crisis. And palladium has unique catalytic properties and hydrogen absorbing properties, which we'll keeping a close eye on it, but palladium may become an important industrial metal for the hydrogen space.
Excellent.